Okay, so it's a brief history of humankind. What he tries to do is explain our place in the world and how we came here, how a lot of myths that people have about human history, and he tries to bust a lot of them, and he tries to explain kind of like what did we do, what were the different things in our overall history that have allowed us to do that. And he talks about like he makes a lot of cool distinctions. I think when he describes this, it's a pretty tough task, right? Let's put the cards on the table. It's not easy. Humanity has been around for a while. Written history, maybe 4,000 years. Unwritten history, maybe even much longer, right? But so he'll start by explaining or putting the context of history in these revolutions, right? So the first being the cognitive, which allowed us to kind of forge cultures and eventually push every other species of Homo out, right? There
were 5 other ones, right?
Yeah, Neanderthal, Erectus, I don't know, all complicated
some
names.
Some
other complicated names. But yeah, and a lot of like theories of evolution. I read this other book also, A Brief History of Nearly Everything by Bill Bryson, and he also talks about...
I have that book, I haven't read it
it's
though.
Fantastic. It's a little old though, it's written in like the early 2000s, so there's a lot more science that has happened, right?
Wow.
But anyway, back to this, right, is there are a lot of different theories of this evolution, right? Like, but a lot of people, like, if you think about the image of evolution, what you think of is like ape to like man in a computer, right? Which is like in every single textbook this has been inscribed, and so we always think of evolution as this like linear
every like screen tea that you see,
right? Yeah, exactly. Right, and then some like joke about it, how we're going back to sitting down and being cavemen with our phones or something like that. But I feel like that has programmed us to think of evolution as this linear process where we are the end, right? This is the perfection. But in reality, that's not at all the case.
No,
right?
that's
not. Evolution is nothing but a series of mutations, which is just mistakes, right? And so everything about this is happenstance. When he was talking about evolution though, right? One cool, important, like, within all of these revolutions,
so the revolutions are the cognitive revolution, agricultural revolution, scientific revolution, and then there's the unification, kind of, which is 3.
I think the scientific is the last one. In between agricultural and scientific is like the rise of empires and religions. I don't remember what it's called, but it's that revolution that led to like how like the Roman Empire. Like, how the hell did that become a thing? Like, we always viewed us versus them, right? It wasn't always true that the more of us there are together, the better it was.
So we have part 1, the cognitive revolution. Then part 2, the agricultural revolution. Part 3, unification of humankind.
Unification of humankind, right?
That's a big one, right?
Yeah, religion, money, I think is covered there too.
And the scientific revolution,
So within like these 4 chapters, I think like he'll use each of the revolutions to explain kind of like why it happened, how it happened, and the consequences, which I think is the most important part. Like, okay, how did that shape us now, and how we think about the world, and how we behave and interact with other people.